Hello ladies and gentlemen, once again Ned from Nev's Tech Bits, and today we are going to be working on a 5C. I'm going to be changing the screen on the sucker. As you can see, it's pretty busted up. First thing I'd like you to do is take a look around the sides and notice that we don't have any percussion, we don't have any smash damage on the side, because that is one thing you got to look for when you're changing the screen. The screen actually still works, but I don't got any power to it right now. I need to charge it. These are still valuable. People will still pay money for them just because they're cracked. As long as you can see something on the other side, they're actually still worth a bit of money. If you want to sell them in bulk, people will buy them and just put the screen back on them. Anyways, so changing a phone is generally, changing an iPhone is generally the same across the spectrum, except for the button. Now, if you are going to be changing anything newer than a 5C, you're going to have your original button, otherwise you'll get that error. I keep calling it the B52 error, but I know it's not that. It's something like that. But anyways, when you are changing the screen, you have several options. You can change just this glass, which is unbelievably hard. You have to really know what you're doing and have professional tools, because you'll use a heat gun on it. The glue holds the screen together, the glass to the digitizer, so if you're not really careful, you're going to burn the screen, or you're going to burn the digitizer. You can fuck something up. Anyways, I definitely recommend when you go out and get something, you just get the whole assembly, including the battery. It saves lots of time. The battery doesn't take a whole lot of time, or the button. And the button doesn't take a whole lot of time, but you definitely need to if it's a touch-sensitive one. And get the tools. These tools, they break, you'll lose them, they wear out. They're not made of adamantium, so again, they will break. And what's great about this is you'll always find parts that you won't use and you'll use later on. Love these things. So yeah, I'm just going to do the whole assembly this round. I fixed up to 6 S's. Anyways, to get these open, there's Torx. You gotta undo 2 Torx right there. Make sure I got the right Torx here. Yeah. So 2 itty bitty teeny weeny Torx. Be careful, be real careful, and put those aside where you'll find them later, of course. So first off, before I really get in here, I want to thank Bob for giving me this phone. I was going to do a total teardown, but another friend of mine wanted a phone for his dad, so I'm going to see if I can fix this one up and I'll tear down another one. So it should be a relatively easy feat to get this out. You might want to wear goggles if you're afraid of glass. The bottom should flip out first. Or if you just got this, you can just stick it on. It should just pop. Honestly, I've never had this much problem getting this screen off. It should just pop right off. There we go. Pop. Just like that. This one was well used. Oh yeah, there we got the icon now. You should have it turned off ideally. Why would you come on now? I didn't ask you to come on now. Anyways, put new brakes in here. Come on. Okay, so once you pop out the assembly, there we go. Oh yeah, I forgot these. They really hold on over here. Anyways, next thing you're going to want to do, you see the screws here. 1, 2, 3, 4. When you put them aside, make sure you put all the screws in the exact same order, because one of them is usually longer than the other ones. So that's one. And the unfortunate part about these things is they are not magnetized. So you think, hey, I can just pick these things up and they'll automatically stay. Okay, wait, the long one isn't magnetized then. The long one, because that one was definitely magnetized. So yeah, I should say that this is my first attempt at this. I've done other ones, I mean, but this is the first attempt I've made on this particular unit. Yeah, and that long one on the top right is not magnetic for some reason, so I have a bit of an issue with that one. Usually what I end up doing when I go to put that one back is I put a little bit of sticky tack on the tip of my tool to get that off. Now, you're going to see right up here, this is all we're connected with, just this stuff right here. One's going to be for the touch screen, one's going to be for the digitizer, and one's going to be one is going to be for the microphone, I believe. Anyways, pop that off. 1, 2. Don't force it too much. And then, boop. Oh, I don't even think I had to take that one off. Nope, I didn't even have to take that one off. I took an extra one off. So yeah, we got 3 connectors there. And you got to be gentle with these. If you're not gentle, you're going to break the wires. The wire is like a very hard glass kind of thing, but you got to be careful with the wire strips. So yeah, take your time when dealing with these and plugging them in. If you think you're using too much force, you probably are. So here we go. Here's the nice new. Got the card saying, please don't give us bad reviews. We will help you with anything. Okay, so careful. You gotta be careful. Don't mess with this stuff too much. You don't want to bend these the wrong way too far. They're delicate little flowers. So click, just in like that. Click in like that. Where's my plastic tool? This one, you just got to align it. It always gives me a little bit of problems, this top one. But again, take your time. Don't force it. This isn't like working in a horse barn. Being more angry won't scare the horses into giving you an easy time. Come on now. I've had a lot of situations where I've gotten cables that just seem a little bit longer, or they don't exactly seem like they fit into place exactly where they should, and that's because when you get these touchscreens, they're not original manufacturer. Come on, damn it. They don't exactly fit together like Lego, unfortunately. Come on, what am I doing wrong? It's harder to do this when I have to do it in front of a camera. So yeah, that cable doesn't seem like it's exactly the length we need, and I've had it before on some phones that the screen sat out just because of that. If I put this thing exactly where it wanted to be, the cable would be off a little. I'm sorry guys, I gotta pull this close to my face to do. Okay. Sorry, there you go. I had to put it, like I said, I had to put it closer to my face. And so yeah, you just close it up again, be gentle, because remember those these cables, they're not indestructible, they're not adamantium, treat them like they're glass. And there's my puppy dog coming to see me. Oh wait, yeah, that's right, don't close it up before you screw everything in. Damn. So yeah, there you see, it works fine. I always like to test them before I close them up. Maybe you shouldn't, but I always like to turn on my computer. I always like to turn on my computer before I close the case. Anyways, yeah, once again, this is it's a little bit, it's not perfect. That cable right there, I don't like it. I haven't actually had a cable quite like this before. I get all my stuff off the same manufacturer, I should say, to Mr. Yi or something like that. The prices have always been good. So yeah, this assembly comes with the button, but if it didn't, it wouldn't be a difficult fix. So here we got the magnetized screws. As far as screens go, this is the easiest to replace. The 5C. You just click these things in, away you go. You don't need to worry about gaskets. That's one thing I love about iPhones. You don't, when you're replacing the screen, there's no crazy gasket. The gasket's the hard part on the Android. They got a lot of those sealed up like a frog's butt in a watermelon seed fight. Yeah, you StarCraft fans hear me? Anyways. Thank goodness for the screws that are magnetized. Again, get the whole assembly. When you buy these things, just get the assembly, just get the battery or the everything together. Otherwise, it can be a real pain. But if you're getting a C or something like that, you don't have the choice exactly. Or sorry, I mean an S. If you're getting the iPhone S. So here's that dreaded long one that is not magnetic, so it won't stick. So I'm just going to get a little bit of sticky putty or sticky tack. Put on the very tip here. We're not going to want to leave that in there, of course. There we go. Lucky there's no sticky tack left on that, and yeah, just close her up. Just close her up. Be gentle once again, don't force anything. Just like that. 5C fixed. Bam! That's what I'm talking about, son. Awesome. Anyways, that's how you fix an iPhone. Have a good one, guys. Like and subscribe if you like what you see. Bye-bye.